One, they didn't have Sancho. Two, spell much and guide batch.
Do you want to actually say
With a glad back.
Yo, I'm tryna get my sterling up in the city, so s'il vous plaît. As soon as my child can walk, it's straight Project Mbappe. But all the verbal, as soon as I hear that whistle, we get straight to the action. Come on lads, where's the passion? Do like Alamat C, we wear headbands for the fashion. If the defenders drop back, we counter and then attack them. I got my eye on the ball, I got my eye on the ball, yeah. I got my eye on the ball, I got my eye on the ball, yeah. I got my eye on the ball, I got my eye on the ball.
Yes, people, you already know what it is. It's Eyes on the Ball TV. As soon as you hear that whistle, we get straight to the action. I'm with my favourite people, straight up in the studio. Lads, what are we saying, man? We've only gone and done it again.
It's your boy JK, man. The key ingredient, but I stay out of the mix.
How long you been preparing that?
4 seconds.
When we said we
had that loaded.
When we said we did a live episode, I said to myself, I need a little jingle or something that will get them going. You know what I'm saying? But we're here, man. Do you get what I'm saying? Live on, man. They asked for it and we delivered, man. Do you know what I mean?
100%, man.
Listen, I can't lie, I ain't got a jingle, but listen, we here. It's about time, live and direct. Looking forward to the show, man. First of many. Got to shout out Adam and Kieran, but yeah, as I said,
Yeah, big up my guys at High Press Media.
Of course, man, of course. Once again, we just want to shout out High Press Media. None of this could be done without them. And it's going to be a great collaboration going forward into the future. Eyes on the Ball TV and High Press Media. Don't miss out, man. Don't lack. It's right here.
Don't be left behind, man.
Here's where you want to be, man.
is going.
You know when you find out about an artist early and then they blow up and then everyone's jumped on you. That's
You don't
what
want
it
to
is
be
right
that
now.
guy.
You don't want to be that guy.
No, 100%, man. But obviously, the show that you're going to be witnessing today, that's going to be coming out every week, is the Eye Test. Obviously, us lads, we always like to talk football. And I guess when coming up with a name for a show, the Eye Test just seemed to suit it, as you can see there. We're going to be discussing a lot, man. It fits the brand, it fits everything that we're trying to do today. We're here to talk football, man. Let's not waste any time. Let's get straight into it. Today's episode will obviously be discussing the teams left in the Champions League. So we're obviously going to be discussing Chelsea, Man City, remind me, lads?
Real Madrid
and PSG. So obviously the 4 best teams in Europe based off of the Champions League.
Yep.
Like, you can't argue with that.
Enough.
We're going to be doing a tiering system where we're going to discuss the teams that we think have the best chance to win the Champions League this season and why. And obviously there's going to be little discussions here and there after that. But let's get into it, man. Whose list are we going through first?
Says mine on the list first, innit? So
Let's go to you,
Well,
bro.
might as well,
Let's go to you.
might
You
as
got PSG number 1. Why is that, bro?
I've got PSG number 1, man. Obviously, they just beat last year's champions, Bayern Munich. Do you know what I mean? I think that's a statement in itself. And they're looking strong, man. They lost in the final last year. And look, we saw Liverpool losing that in their final against Real Madrid in the following season. They won it. I'm not saying that history's going to repeat itself exactly the same, but they've got a bit of fire in their belly, man. Do you get what I'm saying? And PSG are looking strong. Do you know what I mean? I feel like the tie against Bayern Munich could have been even easier for them. Had Neymar put away those chances earlier in the first half, in the second leg. But yeah, man, they're looking strong, man. Do you know what I'm saying? That 2-3. I can't even say it's just 2 because Di Maria as well. He is a player. Do you know what I'm saying? You can't discard him, man. So yeah, man, I'm gonna put PSG first. I'm gonna put Madrid second, just based on the fact that these guys are serial Champions League winners and they know what the competition's all about. Do you get what I'm saying? And despite the fact that is a Madrid that hasn't been as strong as it has been in previous years, it's still Zidane, it's still Ramos, it's still Benzema, it's still Modric, it's still
Don't you think it's interesting,
you know what I'm saying? It's still Casemiro.
No,
That spine is still there, man.
Don't you think it's interesting, though, how we've all got PSG number 1, like, and they haven't won the trophy yet?
Yeah, no, for
I
sure.
think, to be honest, we might as well all touch on it, innit? Since
Yeah,
we all have
exactly.
number one.
Yeah.
For me, it's the firepower. Do you know what I mean? Like, when you're talking about Neymar, Mbappe, as you mentioned, Di Maria, like, that kind of firepower, bro, I just see them getting goals. And it's about scoring goals when you want to win the Champions League. Mbappe, no matter what team they're playing, whether you're playing a high line against a City-type team, if you're playing against a Chelsea, you want to sit back and maybe soak things up a little bit more. I just think, bro, PSG, that front line, bro, it's goals, fam.
And
And
I
then
think-
Marquinhos, I think, is the slight MVP of that team.
I think my thing as well was that we've seen them get it wrong so many times, and it's maybe about time that, do you know what I mean, we start waking up a little bit. There's only so many times they can get it wrong.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? There's only so many times that it could be their year and they messed up. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like this year, with them knocking out Bayern, it might be the easiest semi-finals we've seen in a minute, man. If you're PSG.
What,
Do you know what I mean?
facing Man City?
Because if you think about it, you beat Man City now, you're facing either Chelsea or Madrid.
What does that mean?
I mean, Chelsea or Chelsea or Madrid in the final.
What does that mean?
I mean, if I'm facing Chelsea, I'm licking my lips, innit? If I'm about to hate a neighbour, I'm licking my lips. If I'm facing Madrid, same again. It's Madrid, you got to respect them, but in the same light, they're not the Madrid that we've seen over the past few years. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think if they can get over the City hurdle,
I think
it's theirs to win, man.
I agree with you in terms of Bayern
They weren't
Munich.
favourites last year.
Bayern Munich was their biggest roadblock.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Now that they've got Bayern Munich out the picture, bro, they should be the clear favourites. They should be looking at it and saying, listen, it's ours for the taking.
Alright, cool.
right now.
What if I say to you, and it's kind of like a double-edged question. They faced the weakest Bayern Munich you would possibly face. They didn't have Goretzka, didn't have Lewandowski, didn't have Gnabry. So that wasn't... Of course it was a test, like you beat the favourites, innit? But it wasn't the test that it should have been.
It wasn't a proper test.
Do you know what I'm saying? It was a test with cheat codes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Couple Bilal's on the way.
Do you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
who has more to lose? And it's going to be weird, but try and understand where I'm going. Who has more to lose? Neymar, being 29, and obviously he wants to win the Ballon d'Or, Champions League with PSG, or Pep, trying to win the Champions League with Man City, because obviously he didn't win the Champions League as well with Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
Neymar's 29. Pep's not going to be at Man City forever. I don't see it being like that. He's got a couple more years.
I'd say Neymar, simply because, as I said, PSG are the favourites. You've done the hard work. You've genuinely done the hard work by getting rid of Bayern Munich, no matter if they were wounded.
Yeah.
They were the favourites. You disposed of them. And the fact that he's 29, he's only got a couple years left at the top.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? PSG, the team that he was supposed to go and resurrect and win them the Champions League. Bro, this is... Maybe last year was a great chance, to be fair, but Bayern was still top of the mountain.
Basically what you're saying is if Neymar don't win the Champions League with
Champions League
PSG,
got bust, bro.
Yeah, no, like...
then his whole move to PSG is basically in question.
100%. 100%. And Pep still got the rest of his career to go and win.
But-
do you know what I mean? Champions
But not...
Leagues.
Do you know what?
I think this is the
City.
difference, though. Pep's legacy doesn't sit with whether he wins a Champions League title for City or not. Neymar's
Does
legacy
Neymar's?
100%, bro. Think about it. He had all that success at Barca. He's left Barca now to have his own team where he can be the main man, and he's gonna win the league.
Yeah, they win the league every year.
That's
Maybe it's
confirmed.
something that I have to think about a little bit more. But in my current mind state now, I think it's a bigger blight on Pep.
You just have a Pep
Hold on.
agenda.
I don't, because I think he's the best manager in the league, best manager in Europe probably right now, and I think he's close. He could soon surpass Mourinho in the Premier League, and that's big for me to say. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I'm just trying to say that his assignment, when you get career objectives, whether it be FM or FIFA, his one assignment is to win the Champions League with Man City.
No, 100%.
Every manager that came to Chelsea, and Adam can even be a testament to that, being a Chelsea fan as well. The Roman Abramovich, it was win the Champions League, and who won it? The guy that we least expected to win it in Di
Who got
Matteo.
sacked in the middle of the
Yeah,
fucking
but
season.
that's
Do you know what it is? I 100% hear it, but then my thing is when we're looking at their careers, in
no, but
totality,
we're not looking. That's not what I'm trying to look at.
You have to look at that.
I'm comparing. Cool. Think about it like this. It's not like Neymar won his Champions League with Pep. Neymar won his Champions League with Luis Enrique, innit? Cool. So Neymar has now left, and he said he wants to be the man, and da-di-da-di-da, and he's with PSG, do you know what I'm saying? And it's not like when if PSG don't win the Champions League, I'm not in shock. I'm not in awe. PSG didn't win the Champions League because they've never
But
done
in
it.
terms of who has more to lose, though, I think it's
about it.
Neymar, fam.
If Pep don't win the Champions League with Man City,
we still got next season, the following season.
no. I'm saying let's say he doesn't win it. So he's
at all.
At all. That's what I'm trying to say now.
So
Do
then,
you get what I'm saying?
Are we
Yeah,
putting the
okay.
same onus on Neymar then, that he doesn't win it at all?
Yeah, he doesn't win it at all as well.
I think it's still a bigger slight on Neymar.
I don't know.
Pepper,
No, I'd say Pep if that's the case. I'd say Pep.
And you see where I'm coming from now.
Because if we're talking
do you know
about...
why I wouldn't? Do you know why I wouldn't say Pep?
tenure?
Yeah.
Do you know why I wouldn't
I'd
say
say
Pep
Pep.
though? Because cool. He came to City now, and fair enough, innit? You expect him to win Premier League titles, but the manner in which he's won those titles, I think we didn't really expect it. Do you get what I'm saying? Neymar hasn't gone to PSG and done anything that we haven't expected him to do already. All he's expected to do is win Champions League, bro.
But you see what I'm like. The difference I have with Pep and Neymar is Neymar isn't fighting a greatest of all time tag. We know where Neymar is, and we know where Neymar is.
You can't say that. You can't say that because
Of course.
once Messi and
hold on,
Ronaldo
one
it's him.
sec.
That's what I'm saying.
One sec though.
Expectations
If Neymar
are
retires, not living up to potential, or Pep not retires but leaves Man City, not living up to potential, that's two teams where the so-called best manager in the world, best manager of the decade, hasn't won a Champions League at Bayern Munich, because we gave him a buy for not winning at Bayern Munich, and Hansi Flick does it in his first year. No one's talking about that a lot.
No, but when you say potential, there's no way you can say Neymar hasn't lived up to, even if he doesn't win the Champions League with PSG.
No, but
I don't think it's
Cap,
fair to say.
but the re-
You think he what? He hasn't lived up. Neymar hasn't lived up for
Bro, like,
potential.
you have to understand, bro. He left the promised land to go.
Yeah, but let's not forget what he did while he was there.
No, fair enough, bro. But then that's the thing, though. What he did when he was there was in the same shadow. He was saying the same shadow as Messi and Suarez. So
I don't think it's fair to say it was in Suarez's shadow. I think Messi's is fair.
okay, not to say that, but as in he was sharing the stage with them together.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
But there's no shame in sharing the stage with Lionel Messi.
there is
bro.
when you're Neymar and you're trying to be the best player.
No.
Yes, there
no
is.
shame in
Yes, there
staging
is.
just the
There
stage with
is.
Messi. No.
If
Henri shared the stage with
If
Messi,
Henri,
bro.
Ibrahimovic all had
Yeah, fam, share the
to
stage.
settle their egos
Listen.
for Messi, there's no shit. And especially when Neymar was young.
Neymar's in a
Like, he
different
had no
bracket.
right. He had
Neymar's
no
in a
right.
different bracket, man.
No. I think it's fair he's definitely lived up to potential. But Pep, on the other hand, not winning the Champions League with City after what? He's already been there, 4 years? This is his 4th and 5th season?
Yeah, something like that.
Let's say a couple more years and he still hasn't won it. Like, bro, that's clearly on the
And the
regime.
point I'm trying to make is,
Yeah.
of course, it's not. It's difficult to say, or it's difficult. I don't want to be short-sighted and say and dismiss the manner in which Pep has won Premier Leagues, because he's gonna win his 3rd Premier League title, and I've already said that. Like, Pep has shown the ability to win Premier Leagues in 3 different ways. First way, he won it with his style of play. Second way, he won it competing against a team that was genuinely there till the end. And the third way, about to do it this season, by building a very good defence. Do you know what I'm saying? So 3 different ways, innit? So the manner can't get lost in translation. But the point is now, separate his domestic success, because he's done what we expected him to do. Like, we did expect Pep to come and win with Man City, especially when Mancini and Pellegrini had already won with Man City. So he's now done it and done it better than them two. Like, we can agree. He's done it domestically better than them two.
To be honest, I put him above Jose, and I think he's done
No. I'm just talking about Man City now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Now we're talking about his European success, and you just said it already, and you've kind of even fallen into my trap a bit, where you said Neymar has done. Hold on. You know, setting traps. I learned it from Tuchel, innit? So Neymar obviously has done what we've expected him to do as well, in terms of winning all the domestic trophies and whatnot. Now, what it comes down to is it a bigger blight for Neymar to not win the Champions League when great players haven't won the Champions League?
Exactly.
Buffon hasn't won the Champions League.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
And he's still
Numerous
gonna go,
great players
bro,
have won
numerous
the
great players have
Champions
not won Champions League. Or Pep Guardiola, who have we given him a buy for not winning the Champions League at Bayern Munich?
Yeah. Don't really talk
cool,
about it.
cool.
And
Hold
that's
on.
criminal, by the way. That's criminal.
Bro, I don't.
There's no way you can go Bayern Munich and City
And
in the Champions League.
if I say anything, it's an agenda. Do you know what I'm
Whatever.
saying?
Man. Alright, cool. Do you know what it is, yeah? Alright, cool. Let's look at this, yeah?
Yeah.
If both of their careers were to end today, yeah? Pep's and Neymar's, yeah? If Pep doesn't win this Champions League title, how far does it drop him below in the list of all-time great managers?
No. See, this is where you're not
Just ask the
getting.
question.
No. I
Because
get
his
your
argument
question.
is that Pep has got so much more to gain compared to what.
So
he has to lose.
what you think, if he wins this Champions League title...
He's elevated in a way where, of course, remember to the people at home, we're putting
can't
things.
even- he's above Jose by a mile.
we're putting things into perspective. Obviously, we're not comparing a player and a manager.
So you're basing
But-
it on who's got more to gain than who's got more
Exactly.
to lose. We're looking at it from 2 different
Yeah,
perspectives.
exactly. There's different
Yeah.
tentacles to that.
I even
argument,
think
innit?
with both perspectives though, who's got more to gain and who's got more to lose, which is basically the same perspective. But like,
But it's different angles, isn't it?
I still think with that second angle that you're talking about, it's still Pep, because if Pep doesn't win the Champions League with Man City, I'm not gonna let it go, and I'm gonna make sure I don't let it go. And if Pep wins it, he's gonna take all the accolades, bro. He arguably, Like we were saying, if he wins the quadruple, because it's never been done before, like he's chatting to Alex
Praise
Ferguson.
God, by the way, them quadruple dreams are in the bin.
I mean, do you want to talk about that?
Appreciate it, man.
You want to talk about that, mate?
No, I don't want to get too stuck in, but listen.
Listen, you think
I wasn't trying to see the quadruple.
You think we care about FA Cup? That trophy
No,
that we win.
Oh, that's what they say now. That's what they say now.
That throwaway trophy.
No, but
League Cup is your throwaway. FA.
Bro,
this
we
is
don't
why-
care about
this is why,
Go on.
and I want this is why I want us to go into it and obviously hear your thoughts. But like it's a perfect segue in terms of Chelsea's FA Cup win against Man City and how we played, how we dominated the game.
Bro, you're doing too much,
Hold
bro.
on,
I
hold
gave you credit in the car. I gave you credit in the car. And I said, you man played
Bro.
well. Yeah, cool. Fair enough. You put the ball. Don't do all this popping out.
We beat City, man. Like we beat the best team in Europe. That's what Tuchel said.
Hey, but Josh,
Bro.
yeah, hey, no.
One sec.
Is this how you're milking it?
Yeah, of course I have to, bro. Do you know
Do your thing.
how many times am I going to be able to say that we beat City convincingly? Obviously, you man done it, but you man done it on the counter
It was
attack.
1-0.
No, but
as
we
if
should
you
have scored
lost
more.
the pitch.
We should have scored more.
Whatever, man.
Anyway, that's not the point. I'm using that win as almost like a springboard or a platform for Chelsea to be seen as second favourites to win the Champions League. I think we're the underdogs to the public eye, of course.
Yeah.
But me as a Chelsea fan, the reason why I'm putting them at the forefront is because we've done it before, of course. That's why I put us above Man City. But then Real Madrid I put last because I don't believe in Real Madrid the same way I'd necessarily believe in a Man City. It's a
You're
weird
basically
one.
putting all your stock in the fact that you're going to beat Real Madrid.
Exactly. Do you know what I'm saying? That's
So
why
you
I
think
thought
you
Real
have a
Madrid.
better chance of beating Real Madrid than City do of beating PSG?
So you...
Yeah. I even think think about it like this. What I'm trying to say is I believe that Tuchel has built a system which works based on the opponent. And I trust that Tuchel's going to be able to, like, every single time he faces a certain opponent, a certain manager, he knows how to set out his team. I mean, you don't come into a season halfway through, beat, obviously Ancelotti less so, but Diego Simeone twice, Jose Mourinho, Pep Guardiola, Jurgen Klopp, and keep clean sheets in all these games. Like, keeping clean sheets. That's the key thing.
No, but as much as I give you guys credit for what you did.
No. Quickly, no. Before you man give your thoughts, because I'll let you man take the floor. I'm just saying that with Chelsea, the belief is there in the squad, and that's one thing that you can never discredit and discount. Man City are in a run of form where they think they can just switch it on when it's Champions League time, which you just can't do. Football don't work like that.
We've done it still.
You've never done the Champions League.
No, as in like this season we've proven that we can do that.
No, but switch it on in the Champions League.
in
Something
the,
that you've never won.
in the clutch.
It doesn't just happen like that. One sec.
Finals and semi-finals.
Finish.
Man City, I don't put less so Madrid, obviously, because again, I believe Chelsea will beat Madrid. But Man City can't win it this season, in my opinion. You need to get to the final and feel that hurt. You can't go to the final and who's gone Champions League final? Listen, relax. Who's gone Champions League final for the first time and won it straight away? Everyone always comes back. Everyone in their process always comes back.
What does that even mean?
No, it's the truth.
No,
Think
but
about
City
it.
have had they've taken their lumps though. This is their first semi-final, no?
No.
You don't think Tottenham was enough?
Yeah, quarterfinals, bro.
Who was last year?
I
Leon.
don't care. I don't care.
Liverpool
I
had to
don't
come
care.
back. They had to come back twice and do it with the same process. So I'm saying with your process, but what you've been trying to build, City need to get to a final and lose before they can convince themselves of winning it.
I know this sounds bad before.
No, it's the truth. You might not get it, but what I'm trying to say is basically...
No, I get it, but I just think you can't... History doesn't work like that. You can't...
It kind of does.
You can't,
It doesn't always repeat
You're
itself,
not a fortune. It doesn't always repeat itself.
Why I'm saying it does work like that is because... And the only team to not...
But it's a reasonable.
Yeah, the only team to not bank on that, and you kind of have to blame them, is Atletico Madrid. They got to the first final, which they should have won. Sergio Ramos scored a last-minute header. And then the second final, they lost on penalties. Again, which they should have won because they had the bulk of chances in that game as well. So what I'm just trying to say is, fam, City have not got the experience, the know-how to win a Champions League final.
And what you
And
think the Chelsea team do?
They do.
Based on what? How many of your players in this current Chelsea team have been to a Champions League final? Tell me. Go on. Quick. Go on. Quick.
Ask me
Go
there.
on.
No, ask me right there.
Quick. Go on.
Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva.
1. Go on.
Kovacic.
2. Go on.
That's more than enough.
Man says, no, this is not. Get out of here.
So
They're not even talking your best players.
N'Golo Kante has been to multiple finals.
Champions League final.
Multiple finals.
Champions
World
League
Cup
final.
which was more
Champions
nerve-wracking.
League.
Regardless of what
nerve-wracking.
we spoke of know-how, experience,
Yeah.
and there's one
Ziyech
team.
been to a
wait.
All the teams in this
wait,
list, you have
wait.
the least experience, by the way.
Ziyech's been to a semi-final.
That's a
Man City. How many guys have been to a Champions League final? in Man City?
That's not the point.
Regardless of
Wait. He tried to. We'll get to. Let him answer and then you can speak. How many players in the Man City team have been to the Champions League final?
Bro, we have.
How many players in that Man City team?
Wait, hold on. Pause.
How many players have been to a semi-final?
You don't even let me answer the question.
Answer it.
When I posed that question, I was just talking about football experience in general. You have a young squad, bro. You man haven't been to the trenches like that, bro. We have players that have.
What's the trenches? Quarterfinals?
Huh?
You heard me.
Mason Mount was playing Derby like 2 years ago. Cut, bro.
Okay,
that's your star man. He's going to take the Champions League final.
Bring it back now.
Mason Mount's going to take the Champions League final.
Bring it back.
Yeah,
Bring it back.
regardless of what you
Alright,
want to
cool.
do. You man.
But anyway,
wait. You spoke of experience, of know-how, all that type of stuff. There's one team that has that in spades. Real Madrid.
Yeah.
And Josh said it. The spine is still there. Ramos is still about Varane. Do you know what I mean? Casemiro, Cruz, Modric, Benzema. Like, for me, they're the favourites over you guys, simply based on the fact that they've been there, done that, and I didn't even mention Zidane. I mean, people are always trying to discredit the Zidane, saying that, he's just there for the morale. Bro, he showed throughout the Champions League run that, he's there. Tactically, he's got the nous as well. And I think Vinicius is going to cause problems, because especially with the way you man play with that fullback trying to get high, he's going to have space to run into in that matchup. But yeah, as I said, I think it comes down to the know-how. And I think experience, they've been there. I think you guys are both system teams. Do you know what I mean? To an extent. Obviously, Real Madrid aren't as potent going forward as they once were. But I just trust that their experience will lead them ahead of you guys still.
That's fair enough.
I hear that. The reason I put City third, I think we kind of like delved into a little bit, but I'll take it from a different angle. I just think that the mental burden might get the better of us, innit? Just might. We've seen it a lot of times where Pep kind of overthinks.
We saw
Did
it.
that against
Saw it in the
Chelsea, to be
semi-final.
honest. Yeah.
He didn't care about the FA. Stop bringing that up, bro. I'll get mad.
No, but bro, it's
Stop
semi-final, bro.
It's a
He didn't care about the FA Cup.
That's no excuse,
It's,
though.
yeah,
That's no excuse.
it's an indictment then.
Can I
He's
carry
not
on,
caring.
please?
Your manager's not caring about a semi-final.
There's bigger things to worry
for a
about.
trophy.
You're just talking about his legacy. Lies with the Champions League. man.
Josh, you're going directly into what we're talking about, because your first point, the first thing that came out of your mouth about the Man City team was the reason why you put them third, the team that you support, is because you think mentally they might not be able to cope with that. Where does
Can I finish?
Yeah, finish. But I'm just saying, where does that mentality stem from?
Let me finish.
Go on.
In my personal opinion, I think if we beat PSG in the next round, I think we're going to win it, innit? But that's why I put us third, because I think that mental hurdle will be the biggest step in it. If Pep doesn't overthink his team and we just go out there and play our football, I think we have a good chance of beating PSG, man. A lot of people are questioning the high line that we play, but that's the same question we're kind of asking of Bayern Munich last year in the final as well. Are they going to carry on playing this high line against
But the difference,
against PSG?
just to add to what you're saying, or to rebuttal what you're saying, the difference with Bayern Munich them times, bro, they were banging 6s and 7s, 5 6s and 7s, man. You, man, you don't even have a recognised striker. I don't think you're potent enough to keep up with PSG. Even if you have 70% possession.
I don't think you can use that rebuttal no more, man, because this whole season we haven't had a recognised striker. We've been successful this whole season. So
in the Prem, yeah, but
in
when we're
Champions
talking
League
about
as well.
Champions League
as well.
No, they've been successful, but I thought you should have been more impressive against Dortmund. Do you know what I mean? You weren't ultra impressive. It was a penalty, right?
You got the job done, man.
No, again, obviously you got the job done, but now you're going up against PSG.
Yeah, but no, okay, cool.
Who
but
are the favourites?
Who has been
got
ultra,
Mbappe
who has
and
been
Neymar?
ultra impressive of these 4 teams?
No, but I'm saying I'm talking about the matchup. Do you know what I mean? Because they're gonna score goals. I don't think that you man can keep up with them as far as the amount of goals that they're gonna score. Home and away over 2 legs, they're gonna wrap in goals from. And I
Do you know what it
think
is?
you man
Even
can
though
keep up.
PSG have goals in them, they're not that potent. Bro. They're not that clinical. We've seen it. They're not that clinical.
Yeah.
They do have goals in them, but not that clinical. I can bank on that.
But the thing is, you man have been banking on the fact that you keep clean sheets and your defense holds up. I don't think it's gonna hold up against PSG. Neymar, Mbappe,
do you know,
Di Maria.
I think we'll be alright, man. I think we'll be alright.
I think
For me, I'm not too. Of course, the prospect of PSG is scary, but I'm not too. That part isn't my biggest fear. Our matchup isn't my biggest fear.
So
My
what's your
biggest fear
biggest
is literally the mental aspect. Hence why I said I think if we can beat PSG and get to the
Alright,
finals,
cool.
But that's what I'm saying.
I believe we'll win.
My point is before yours, because you're saying if you beat PSG. I'm saying I don't see you beating PSG.
One sec.
Because-
But yeah,
One
I
sec,
get
one
it.
sec.
I don't think we'll hold up.
Quickly then, just to kind of tie it all together then. If we kind of take a look at it from a different angle, or different perspective. In terms of, because a lot of the, how shall I say it? A lot of the reasonings have been away from, not the football, but away from the squads and stuff. If we're talking about the best squads, if you were to redo your list, who has the best squads?
City's
I
first.
think City had the best squad. Yeah.
City are the best squad. Then I'm gonna go.
Then I go.
I'm gonna go
PSG.
Madrid. I'm gonna go Madrid now.
For PSG, have a better squad than Chelsea?
I don't think overall, but the top end talent is clear of anything Chelsea have. Who's your Mason Mount, your best player? You can't chat to Mbappe or Neymar. You can't even have a conversation.
I think
with them,
you can't look at it like that. You have to look at it like
that's a
no.
factor.
I'm saying if you look at the way Ziyech, Havertz,
you
if
might
they
have the
all
depth.
perform exactly, that's what I'm saying, at their top levels, then I do believe, because imagine now, for example, an Mbappe gets injured, hamstring injury, 100 meter, he's sprinting for the ball, that can easily happen. Who's replacing him? I was even going to say
Where's
Keane. Do you know what I'm saying?
What do you, in as much as you guys do have the depth, and I do think that in terms of how your team plays, you are up there. But what do you think in terms of your Chelsea's consistency, though? Do you think
I
you've
think
been
we've been
consistent
quite
this season?
consistent this season. Well, Tuchel season, because we've
since
had
Tuchel,
one blip result, and that we got a red card. No excuses, of course, but we
Yeah.
lost 5-2 to West Brom.
Yeah.
But apart from that, he's been very, very consistent in the biggest of games.
Okay.
Because, like I said, there's not been a big game this season. The only big game I would say Chelsea haven't been impressive in was Man United at home, where we drew 0-0. It's pretty much the only big game that we haven't been.
Bland
And it was
game.
it was a poor game from both
And
sides.
Typical.
As well as that, you made a point, Darren, regarding City going forward and us not having a recognised striker. Do you think Chelsea have enough goals in you to beat a PSG?
This is the difference,
Madrid.
though. This is the difference, though. Whose defence do you trust more, Chelsea's or City's?
City's.
No way. I don't think you believe that in your
How can you
heart.
tell me what I
Why
believe?
not? Why not?
In your
How
heart
can
of
you tell me what I
But
believe?
you
Not better than Chelsea's.
you just said City have won the league this season by building a great
Of
defence.
course. But again, what you also have to factor in that I've said is that
This is
in
Marvel,
recent,
isn't it?
it's not. In recent weeks, you haven't been the greatest in terms of your defending. Am I lying?
In recent weeks, but you have to look at the whole season, bro.
No, you can't.
Okay, you know what? Let's even start from
Why
when-
am I
when
looking-
Tuchel came.
You know what the difference is actually? Why I might actually go with Chelsea because
Right.
you man play more with more risk. Do you know what I mean? In terms of the high
That's
line.
that's
and that.
everything I'm factoring in.
But these man, their thing is shape.
Why do you think you
Their
could,
shape is just nuts, and that's the
and
difference.
it's almost drilled to perfection, might I say. It's not even trying to like.
But it's a double-edged
I don't
sword,
even
though,
know.
'cause
Of course, they're attacking,
doesn't
but
help
the
exactly.
point is though, with the way Tuchel's playing with his squad, you have to remember he's not playing to score 6s and 7s.
Yeah.
He's playing to shut up. Well, not shut
But
up.
all
Shut
that
up.
work against Real Madrid
in the Champions League,
Let me
it
give
does.
you an example.
Real Madrid and PSG.
Daniel,
That's what I'm
let me give you a
talking
situation.
about. Porto is fine,
Bayern Munich
but-
kept a clean sheet against PSG.
Let me
with
give you
the
a
highlight.
situation, Daniel. What if now you're chasing a goal against Real Madrid and you can't play the same set defense? You have to go out and press and get a goal.
But
How
this
you
is
gonna
what I'm
set
trying
up?
to say, and the way that we play, it's not. Everyone thinks it's defense, but it's not. It's not
the shape.
Yeah, it's the shape. It's how we're drilled. We can still score goals and create chances.
So you think
with the shape?
if you're chasing a game,
What
would you trust Chelsea chasing a
What
game?
I'm saying is, it's a fair. Like what you're.
Because they don't have anyone they can call.
What
on
you're
and
saying,
exactly
what you're
gonna score.
saying is a fair point. Like I even agree with it that we need to see this Chelsea team in a situation where they need to chase a game because I don't think we've seen that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Champions League, that's when.
But that shows how good we've been because every test that Tuchel's had to face, first it was the manager bounce, second was can he keep the clean sheets, third was can he score the goals in the big games, and we've done all of that. Like he's answered the questions. And look, at the end of the day, I don't have a footballing argument as to the explanation as to why Chelsea will be able to chase a game.
Yeah.
I just would say I trust Tuchel to know how to maneuver because it's in the big moments that you trust your manager to get you out of situations. What's the big thing that you always mention about Oli? You don't have that same trust that a better manager, if he was in charge or at the helm, will be able to get you out of those situations. You know what I'm saying? He's not responsive. He's rather reactive. And I think
with you,
Tuchel's
man.
like that.
It's fair to say you have faith in them, but I think you've overachieved anyway. Do you know what I mean?
You-
You're in the semi-final. You've done well. Like I don't think it's not like. It's not.
not
It wouldn't
like
be.
that,
Yeah,
bro.
it
That's
wouldn't
what I
be,
said.
yeah, it's
Like,
like
you
you
think
man
I
have
could-
you want to done well to
Bro,
get to where you
if
are.
everyone said, like, which a lot of people are saying,
Chelsea are
we are the
the
least
least-
famous. Like,
It's
that's
not
facts.
far-fetched that
No,
all,
that's
yeah,
facts.
yeah.
That's even
Daniel,
facts.
But the reason why I got City bottom though is
No,
because
let him say
You're
what
mad.
he
You're
wants to
mad.
say. Let him say what he wants to say.
I'm gonna grab you. You said that the reason why you don't think City are gonna win is because we haven't faced the pain of losing the finals. Why are Chelsea there then? Why are Chelsea ahead of City?
No, Chelsea as a club.
What do you mean?
We face the pain.
Huh? That's a gone generation, bro.
It's not a gone generation.
It is a
Our
gone
club-
generation.
No, this is what you need to factor in, and again, you're not factoring in. Bro, our club is in the success is inherent in us. It's in the club's DNA. There's an obsession with success about Chelsea. Whatever the squad, whatever the generation, we're always in finals. We're always competing, whether it be in the league, whether it be in. We are.
There's
always
a continuation. You don't have that continuation in this club.
We have.
In this squad, you don't have that continuation.
Yes, we
bro.
do, because
No, you don't.
in 2 seasons ago, we literally won a Europa League.
Huh?
Yes. No, but it's still a.
No, I'm not minimizing it. That's what we're about to win at. So what can I say?
2 seasons ago.
The year before that was the Prem as well, you got to remember. It has always
Exactly.
been that.
Conte was the
that's
last
what I
person
said.
to win the Prem,
culture
which
of
was
winning
which
is
was
interesting.
during Pep's reign. And then you look at when Sarri came in. Sarri won the Europa League, and he even got to a League Cup final, which we should have won again, if not for Kepa's mishaps. And then you got Lampard, who comes in. We get to an FA Cup final, and finish in the top 4. Like Lampard got to a final. That shows you that success is around our club. That's why. Hold on. That's why when I'm talking about Chelsea feeling the pain, it's because the club has. Bro, Man City have never even been to a Champions League final. Like that's a big thing that's missing in your success.
I don't think that'll be a factor if you get into the final, personally.
And you say that, but I think it will.
bro.
Exactly.
No, but that's my thing though. I think whereas man's list is based on the actual final, my list is, even though it's not the way I should have done it, but I'm basing it on the next round of fixtures. I genuinely believe that if we beat PSG, we won the Champions League title. Like,
No, I agree with that as well.
Because even if we face Chelsea in the final, we won't see what happened yesterday in the final. It's going to be a whole different game.
Definitely.
No one's saying that.
Whole different game.
Even against Real Madrid,
Whole different game.
But
you're facing the favourites in the semi-final, bro. I can't
That's
say if you get past
that's why
them.
for me that is our biggest challenge for me.
And that challenge is going to be serious, man. Neymar and Mbappe, bro. Them man are 2 best players in the tournament left.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
This is
them
what I'm
man are
saying.
gonna impact games,
But that's
man.
why they're first. PSG are the exception.
Exactly.
I don't
And
think-
that's exactly why I have City last. Because I think Chelsea have a better chance of beating Madrid
You're
than
mad.
City have
Wait, what?
beating PSG.
think
I think Chelsea have a better chance
Okay, cool, fair
Yeah,
enough.
that makes sense.
of beating Madrid than...
Who do you think is the best? So you think PSG is the best team in Europe?
No, not best team in Europe, but the best
So then-
team left in the competition.
No, they're the
Doesn't
best.
make any
No,
sense.
As in they're the best
Bayern-
performing team right now,
Yeah,
and they
Bayern
beat the
Munich are
favourites.
still the best team, but PSG got the W over them.
Yeah.
You man are a better team than Chelsea, but Chelsea just...
I
beat
even
them.
think
So
personally.
you think it's just based on how the fixtures are set up?
Yeah. No, of course that's a big thing. When
hear
the when the when
And
the,
the matchup.
when
You
the
know what I mean?
when the draw was made, everyone said like Chelsea were on the easier side of the draw. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you are still.
Like we have to accept that.
The
like-
road ain't as tough, fam.
I mean, we faced harder teams before. Don't like we
No,
didn't get a Liverpool type run.
Minimizing.
But nah.
But Porto was done, you know.
I mean, we had Atletico Madrid. They were top of La Liga at the time, and we
Dispatched them.
very, very
Yeah,
convincing.
definitely.
Yeah. Who did you guys face again?
What?
Remind me of who did you man face before Dortmund?
Irrelevant.
Who was it?
Who was it?
Irrelevant.
Remind me. Who did
Irrelevant.
City face before Dortmund?
Irrelevant.
Not
Irrelevant.
Schalke, was it?
No, I didn't face Schalke. Huh?
Was it?
No, not usually. That's what
I'm checking that right now.
Yeah, check that.
Who do you face?
Because I'm
Who did we
guessing
face?
City normally get...
I can't even remember.
Was it on my days? Was it Mönchengladbach?
Oh, Mönchengladbach.
Mönchengladbach.
Yeah,
And this
yeah.
guy.
Wait, hold. Cool. Wait, laugh. Finish.
No, because Dortmund is a real...
That's what I'm saying. Dortmund's
No, but
a
you
real
didn't
team.
put them away the way you should have, bro.
Josh,
You
one-
didn't put... Emre Can bust you, man. To get you through. Whoever that
One,
stupid
they
mistake.
didn't have Sancho. 2, spell Mönchengladbach.
Mönchengladbach.
Nah, man, that is too
Nah, cool. Fair enough. You can laugh about them all you want, but Dortmund are a real team.
Of course,
No,
no,
definitely.
We beat them.
Definitely.
Maybe not. Maybe we didn't spank them how you
And
want to spank them.
Human's form isn't as where it was when you had that 20-game win streak. Do you know what I mean? If you were in that kind of form, you might be like, yeah, I'm
that
looking at
is
City
what I'm
scared.
factoring in.
But I don't even know what lineup you're gonna go with. I don't know, do you know what I mean, how you're gonna approach the game. I don't know if I can trust Ruben Diaz. He was getting shown up by Mason Mount and Werner.
And what I'll say is, if Harry Maguire had the game Ruben Diaz had yesterday,
he would be getting stick.
that's all I'll say.
Hey, that might have stripped the PFA from him, brother.
Nah.
He didn't
No,
have a poor game. He didn't have a poor
Nah, he
game.
did. He was worse than
he
Laporte.
was getting moved to.
He was worse than Laporte.
And he was struggling when he was playing out from the back. That's another thing that stood out to me. As much as I rate him as team, I just think Champions League it's a different demand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, I don't feel like the way you man play.
I get
especially
it.
with
I
your-
get it. I get it. I
you
definitely
man
get
play
it.
with a low
But
tempo.
for me, yeah, man. The next round of fixtures, I think that will pretty much decide it for me, man.
No, facts.
Most
So
definitely.
all in all, then, like when it's all said and done, who do you think has the most to gain? Just quick, one team, and explanation.
Most to gain.
Yeah, who has the most to gain from winning the Champions League? Like, think about it, because it's not as simple as you might think.
Most to gain.
Who has the most to gain? Because personally, it's biased.
I think Real Madrid.
I think Chelsea.
Real Madrid.
I'm leaning towards
If
Chelsea.
Real
Madrid are
Madrid
last.
win the Champions League
I think Real
again,
Madrid are last.
no. It just
Oh, it puts them
cements
in. Yeah,
the
yeah.
dominance. What's that? 4 in 6 years or something
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
mad.
What? No, even go further back. It'll be like 5 and 8.
Yeah.
I don't think they have the most to gain though. I think the
think
most to
Chelsea
gain is
do.
between Chelsea and
City.
City. I think.
Yeah, facts. But PSG have a. I think it's Chelsea and City. I think Chelsea. The reason why I say Chelsea, is because
I think this
Bro,
because
the way the season started
no, not even that. For where you man are projected to
in
go,
the process, yeah.
the process that you man are on to win the Champions League now. You're boying it.
It defeats Klopp's process. It defeats Pep's process. It means Tuchel's are done. Serious.
That ain't
though.
happening, though. That ain't happening.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Look, like I said, if anyone puts them bottom, I'm fine. If we lose to Madrid, no one will care. Obviously, you get the banter, but no one will actually care in the grand scheme.
Because you man shouldn't be here.
Exactly.
You shouldn't.
Exactly.
I agree.
That's what I'm saying.
You shouldn't.
In terms of City, though, this is really your only thing that you haven't ticked off.
Yeah, we've been knowing this though.
Yeah,
that's
why
what
I
think.
don't
That's
think
what I
we really
think.
have much to really gain.
Yeah.
Real Madrid, it just cements that they are clearly far and away the most, as in they monopolize the Champions League
Yeah,
if
no
they win it
facts.
again.
No facts, 100%, man. But as you've seen our lists. Let us know in the comments what you think. Do all of that good stuff. Like, comment, subscribe. Obviously, the first episode of the eye test on Eyes on the Ball
Come
TV.
on.
Hope you've enjoyed the show. Mandem, any closing remarks?
Listen, first episode of many. Happy to be in the studio, man. Be in the flesh. And I'm just looking forward to what we got coming for the future.
For sure, man. For sure. Josh,
Closing remarks.
what's your jingle again?
I like.
Huh?
What's your jingle?
I just forgot it already.
It's the boy JK, the key ingredient, but I stay out of the mix.
Say no more.
Man, let's
Say no
go.
more, say no
Appreciate
more.
it, man.
Just as a final point, just make sure you follow us on Instagram and at Twitter, at EyesOnTheBall TV _ Make sure you follow at the High Press Media as well on Instagram and on Twitter. Obviously, they just did a recent PS5 giveaway. So make sure, make sure you're following, man. There's gonna be another giveaway for sure. But yeah, man, we've enjoyed it, man. You're gonna be seeing our faces a lot.
Trust me.
But it's been your boys at Eyes on the Ball TV. We out.